Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thor Repairs channel. So it's been a while since I've done a video on my 2021 Ram Rebel. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 1-year review. I've had this now for, about 13 months, 14 months around there. And let's go over some of the pros and cons of having it now, because I've done a pros and cons video before. Let's see if anything's changed there after driving it for a year. Let's go over the accessories, how the running boards are doing. My very first accessory was the tonneau cover. I never did do a video on it, but it's the Mopar tonneau cover. We can go over that. We'll go over the undercoating that I did. Paint protection film actually is holding up really well. As you can see, it's not peeling, nothing like that. It's held up really well with the cold weather. And yeah, so we're going to go over all that kind of stuff here in this video. So I hope you stay tuned. Let's check it out. So I figured I'd take you on the inside first. So as you can see, I have 13,900 kilometers. That's about 8,600 miles on here. And also what you can see is it says 20 liters per 100 kilometers fuel mileage. So that's a Canadian thing. If you're American, that's around 11 miles per gallon. So that would be my con, is that this truck is hard on fuel. And I know I got exhaust on it and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like I don't drive any more aggressive than I did in my other truck, and it was quite a bit better. So, I guess you don't drive a truck for its fuel mileage, but this thing isn't very well on it. But, luckily we do have that right there, which is charges our Tesla, which kind of helps balance out the old fuel mileage. But while I'm in here, I still use this. This is that Pro Clip phone holder. There will be a link at the top here right now for that. I have a video on that. This thing I use every time I get in my truck. I slide my phone in there and I can see it, and it's actually at the right height where for face recognition it will unlock and I can get in and do what I need to do. Obviously not while driving, and you got to be safe, and that's why you have this big touch screen here to do all that stuff. The Apple CarPlay I love. Texting while you're driving, all that stuff, it works really great. I don't know, I haven't had any issues. I don't know if anybody else has, but the screen on this thing has worked flawless for me. It does the automatic over-the-air updates, which is nice, all that kind of stuff. I have a screen protector on here. You'll see a link for that right now at the top of the screen. So I've had the screen protector now for about a year also. And again, it's awesome. Fingerprints, you're not seeing everything. You're still going to get some fingerprints on there, but nothing crazy. I love it. I'm not worried about scratching my screen. You can't tell it's there, and that's the best part, not knowing it's there. So that's about it for the inside. I think what we should do now is maybe go underneath the truck. I have not been underneath the truck to see how that undercoating that we did. Let's go check that out and go from there. So I did a video on the fluid film undercoating on this truck. I did that video about a year ago. You can check it out just at the top of the screen. I'll put the link up there. I have not checked underneath this truck to see how it's held up. So let's go underneath. Let's check it out and see how it looks. So as you can see, it's kind of like it's dirty. The dust has stuck to it. So you can see here where I went with my finger. It's clean underneath. So I guess what it's doing is, with all that dirt sticking to it, it's protecting it. Is it not? I don't know. I think so. So as you can, like my fingers here, they're not greasy either. It's just sort of like dusty. So what I think I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it to the car wash and I'm going to get underneath and spray it as good as I can. And then I'm going to put another coating on. I have read other blogs about it and other videos, and they say it's good for about a year, I guess, if that. So it is due. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's done its job. Let's poke around here and see. It seems like it's protecting it by having that coating on there. So yeah, I think it's done its job. So that is the update on the fluid film paint protection. Let me show you guys the Mopar cover that I have, tonneau cover. So with these trucks, it's not a flaw of the cover, but when I was talking about this before, there's kind of a gap there. So one thing I did notice is that, see how dirty it is in there? It does, as you can see right there, there's a bit of a gap. So it isn't sealed 100%. My other truck, it was pretty much sealed 100%. This is good enough, it's fine. It keeps the water and dirt off most of everything, but it's not 100%. So you're not gonna wanna leave anything in here for a long period of time if you're worried about dust or water or anything like that. So I don't know if you guys know of a fix for this. There's probably some weather stripping or something you can stick in there, but you can just see it's open all the way inside there. So it'd be nice if there was some sort of seal kit you can get for that. And maybe there is. I haven't researched it. So perhaps there's a fix for that. These Ram boxes, I wouldn't live without these. I have straps in there, my snow brush, everything, and they're sealed, which is nice too. So these are sealed. So you got enough sealed containers and compartments in this truck that it's all good. The exhaust, check the link for that. That was awesome. I'm gonna start it up and you guys can have a listen here. Bit louder than what it used to be, and I love it. It's a little bit louder than when I first installed it, so I definitely recommend that exhaust system. Now let's go to the running boards, guys. So these are held up perfect, no chips, no nothing going on with them, nothing at all. I love these. My kids use them to get in and out of the truck. I use them so that I can step into the truck, saving my seats. I'm not sliding onto the seats, which then saves them. My paint protection film, I guess the only complaint I have is on here, which I'm glad I have. It's just peeled up just a little bit on the edge, but you know what? That's something I can get fixed if needed. So it's definitely not too bad. And then I ended up getting it on this edge here, which it stops right about there. And that's always nice because that's where I push when I shut the tailgate. So that's pretty much everything, guys. Can't really think of anything else. I never did go with LEDs up in there. I ended up leaving it because it just made the fob work, and I know there's other bulbs that do work, but I ended up not going ahead with that. But that's pretty much it. So, you know, the pros and cons of this truck. The pros is it's a beautiful truck. It's reliable. I've had no issues with this, you guys. So I definitely recommend it. It's not the best on fuel, but if you're going to get a V8 truck, they're not the best on fuel. So what do? I'm always going to have a truck. That would be my biggest complaint, would be the fuel mileage compared to my older Dodge. But other than that, it's a beautiful truck. All the tech works. everything works. I can't complain about any of it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the channel. There's going to be more RAM stuff, but also if you know of my previous video, we bought a Tesla Model Y, so there's going to be some stuff on that. But don't worry, I'm not going to forget about you RAM lovers out there. There's going to be some RAM videos still. So I hope you stay tuned, subscribe, smash that like button, and we'll see you on the other side.